In today's video, we're going to be having a conversation about my top 5 undervalued Pokemon products that you should be picking up right now. But before we jump into it, as always, we do weekly giveaways. All you have to do to enter is leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We post pre-recorded content each and every week. Outside of that, if you want to be a part of the community any other way, 2 links I always recommend. One for a Patreon tier. Always recommend checking it out, as there is a possibility for you to be a part of the channel if someone leaves, to get access to Pokemon, Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh!, as many other card games and sets at wholesale level prices, so check that out. But outside of that, Discord is the place to be if you want to stay up to date on all things PokemartUSA. Links for both of those are down in the description. Now, jumping into today's topic. As far as it goes when it comes to deals, yes, I made a video not too long ago where I described my 3 favorite pickups. For me personally, this was my personal favorite pickup, right? And I looked at it from both a short-term, medium, and long-term perspective. Obviously, the UPC being more of a medium to long-term, Build and Battle Stadiums being a short-term because I just want to break it down for the bulk, right? Now, we are going to be having a conversation about active, whether it be deals going on right now, or active items that I think are drastically undervalued and should be picked up and seen as a long-term hold. Now, jumping into it with number 1, or this is not obviously in any specific order, it is going to be the Shining Fates Premium Collection. Now, this one might be interesting because if you look at the price, which my fat face is in the way of, we might want to move it over to the side. You can see that the item is going for $50 right now. And you might be like, wow, Eli, $50 for an item like this. This is pretty dang expensive. Well, right now there is a special going on where if you buy 3, shout out to the chat for letting me know this yesterday. If you buy 3, get 1 free. So if you actually pick up 4 of these, you get the 4th one for free, which brings your dollar cost average on this item to $37.50. Why do I like this item so much? Couple of reasons. 1, when it comes to Shining Fates, it is a specialty set. I think it will do well. Historically speaking, specialty sets have done really well. Not to mention, it is out of rotation. So when it comes to Shining Fates, we are not going to be getting any sort of reprints. If you want to understand what that means in terms of rotation and how that determines reprints, just look it up on the Pokemon website, but that gives me confidence that this is an item that's done for. And then also another reason why I like this so much is because of the items that were reprinted the most for Shining Fates. It was the Elite Trainer boxes that got printed into the ground quite a bit so. So to have an item like this, which once you get the deal, it's under MSRP, it is out of print, out of rotation, and already has a small print as it is. That's a win-win-win for me. And so I absolutely love this product at the current price point just because the special makes it oh so much more worth it as it currently stands right now. Moving away from GameStop, this is an interesting item. So Celebrations, and now we can move my face once more to the other side. Celebrations Elite Trainer Box. This item right now is going for, obviously, on TCG Player for a little bit above $80. And on some places, you can find it for the low to mid 70s. I think this item is ridiculously undervalued. Now, if you watched my top, sets that I said I enjoyed from an opening perspective, right? Celebrations was not at the top, but there's a reason why I said it was completely different, because from an investment perspective, I was going off of what I thought was worth from the Ultra Premium collection when it came to the price of some of the other premium items and the opportunities that were available at the time. Well, as opportunities become less and less available and the Celebrations Elite Trainer Box item becomes older, as it is about a year and a half old now, this is an insane price to be at, considering it's just going to continue to get older and older, and we almost at this point are pretty much confirmed that we're probably never going to see a reprint for this item, as the Pokemon Company has made it at least somewhat aware that this is one of those items that we're doing it, it's special, and then moving on, right? So to be able to get this when we've seen the history of, once again, specialty products, specialty ETBs, and how well they've performed over time, it feels kind of insane. For me personally, if you can pick it up in that $70 to $75 range, I absolutely love it at that range. And it's a 25th anniversary set, guys. This is not one of these, specialty sets, which do really well. This is a special of the special when it comes to this kind of product. So I think you're pretty safe in saying that this item is going to perform extremely well long term. And obviously it's not at MSRP. Oh, boohoo, it's not at MSRP. Who freaking cares? Because you're going to look at this item in the same way in which you're going to see Evolving Skies if you went and bought it at 140 back when it was at MSRP, or 160 or 180. Man, I wish I had gotten in at those prices, which at the time seemed extremely overvalued, but I mean, we all know how that turned out. So huge fan of that item. Another item in kind of the similar realm is the Hidden Fates Elite Trainer Box. Obviously, this one's a little bit more expensive. I quite like the Celebrations Elite Trainer Box pickup deal for I like it better just because it's close to MSRP, but Hidden Fates is still in the exact same boat. For those of you that don't know, Hidden Fates was a set that when it first came out, it exploded onto the market. The prices for singles, the prices for packs, everything was ridiculously expensive. The Elite Trainer Box was an item that was originally quote unquote short printed, and so there wasn't that many on the market, and the price of the Elite Trainer Box was pushing $300 when the set had just come out after like a couple of months to a year. Then what ended up happening, there was a reprint. The price dropped to as low as $100 and $120, depending upon where you're going to find the boxes at. And from there, you ended up seeing the price climb all the way up to, depending upon the site, 140, 150, 160, 170, right? You go to eBay and other sites, I think you should be able to still pick it up at around 140, 150. And I find that at a phenomenal price point, considering from that price point, you're still 50% less of what the prior all-time high is. So we know what the potential for the set is. We know what the craze for the set is. It is one of the best sets of all time. Historically speaking, the demand for the set was insane when Hidden Fates was just released. And I think it's going to be another good set that'll do well. Like I said before, I like Celebrations a little bit more just because it is a specialty set and it's still ridiculously cheap. But this is a runner-up next to that on an item that I really like that I think you should diversify into as well. Jumping back over to GameStop, looking at the other two items, we already obviously took a look at the Shining Fates, but moving on to some Crown Zenith product. Okay, so moving my face back around so we can take a look at some pricing. Once again, this is an item, oh, $26, so expensive, yada, 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 right? Well, once again, we're going prices that are buy three, get one free. That puts the price of these tins at roughly around $19.50. MSRP for these items is $25. Market price for these items, if you are going and looking on TCG Player right now, it is roughly around $27, $28 a piece for each one of these. So you're getting a substantial deal when it comes to picking these up. I am a huge fan of Crown Zenith. There's kind of a little bit of a theme, if you guys haven't noticed, to today's video. Specialty, specialty, specialty when it comes to the product, because, I mean, history has just proven that specialty items just perform really well. So Crown Zenith, being able to pick up one of these items. You guys want to know what the wholesale price for these items are? At this moment in time, it's $16.25. So you're getting this product for $3 above wholesale. Now, from a percentage perspective, it might seem like, oh, you know, it's a 15% above wholesale. But from a dollar value perspective, when you actually like take it from face value, that is an absolutely massive, massive discount, massive, massive deal. The art designs for these tins are phenomenal. Once again, going back to tins, Hidden Fates. If you want to go look at the price for those, $50, $60, $70 for 4-pack tins. So imagine these packs, or the 5-pack tins, and the potential for how these could potentially perform in the future as a specialty set. So it would not surprise me if these went $70, $80, $90+ in a couple of years, just based on what we've seen from other sets and how they can perform. So the potential for this item is extremely high. Now, the last but not least of the 5 items that I absolutely love, another Crown Zenith product. It is the pin collections. Pin collections are a really cool, unique item. Crown Zenith, an amazing set. I don't think I have to keep just freaking beating a dead horse at this point when it comes to my love for the set of Crown Zenith and the capability it has as an investment long term. Do the math. $12 is what you're going to be paying for each pin collection. So another phenomenal deal. And I got to give a shout out once again to the chat. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we do live streams. Tuesday, we had a conversation about what the deals were going on right now at GameStop. GameStop usually sucks when it comes to pricing, but they're absolutely crushing it right now because they're doing fire sales, because they're kind of a terrible company that's going out of business. So we'll take advantage of it when we can, and we'll take advantage of these great deals as it is possible for us to do so. But if you want to be a part of that whenever it goes live, check it out. Check us out Tuesdays and Thursdays. We have deals like this we discuss all the time. But yeah, once again, ladies and gentlemen, just another good opportunity. I highly recommend you guys pick up. I think it's extremely undervalued. And I mean, just pick it all up, baby. Pick it all up. I love it at this price point. So, but those are my 5 items that I think are undervalued as it currently stands. You've got a little bit of different price points for each one. You've got a little bit of different history for each, from being, new, old, oldest, between the 3 different eras, I guess I should call them. I don't know, however you want to look at it. But hopefully you guys found this video to be informative. Hopefully you guys liked my top 5 picks. As always, if you want to enter into weekly giveaways, make sure you leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And outside of that, if you want to stay up to date on all things PokemartUSA, check the links down in the description below. We have opportunities every so often from time to time to get a spot in the Patreon tier if it is available. Highly recommend you check it out to get access to wholesale prices from distributors if you join. And then outside of that, if you want to be a part of the community of Discord individuals and stay up to date on all of our general posts on when we're doing nice fun events and just what's going on, link down in the description below for both of those. But that is all. Thank you all so much for watching. Until then, I will see you all on tomorrow's live. Peace.